So I want to talk about how can we actually intake hydrogen for our health benefit. Actually, there are many ways today to consume hydrogen for health benefit. And then also, I want to talk specifically about one of the most popular and available way. And I want to talk about what we need to look for in order to choose proper or the best product to consume hydrogen for our health benefit. First, hydrogen can actually be consumed if you have hydrogen gas. You can inhale hydrogen gas, and if you inhale hydrogen gas, hydrogen can be absorbed through your lung into your system. And it's about 1 to 4% of the hydrogen that you inhaled can be absorbed into your system, and the rest will go out when you exhale. And secondly, there is a hydrogen infused water. Hydrogen water, sometimes called hydrogenized water, but it is actually drinking water in which hydrogen is dissolved in the water. What do you mean by that? When you think about how fish can breathe in the water, actually water have a lot of oxygen dissolved within the water. So water is H2O, but a separate oxygen is actually dissolved in the water. So that's what fish is basically breathing with in the water. So just like oxygen can be dissolved in the water, you can have hydrogen dissolved in the water. And if you drink that water, basically you can absorb hydrogen in the water through a stomach. And that will help reduce free radicals in your body system. And third way to consume hydrogen for health benefit is you can take hydrogen intravenously with the needle basically. But this is most, I guess, uncommon way, but it's available because you can directly inject hydrogen into your blood. And there is also finding, well, the researchers have found that if you have a hydrogenized water, you can actually apply it and the hydrogen can be actually absorbed through skin. So there are some products that you can put the product in the bathtub and then you can bathe in that hydrogenized water, so the hydrogen will be absorbed into your system through skins. But the most common way to actually consume hydrogen today is a hydrogen infused water, hydrogen dissolved water, hydrogenized water, whatever you may call it. And then there are a lot of products available, but in order to have a really good product that you can expect hydrogen's health benefit, there are two major points that you need to look for. One is the impurity of the water, because what you want is a pure, clean, safe drinking water, but only hydrogen are dissolved in that water. So it's pure hydrogen in pure drinking water. That's what you want, because, well, if it's hydrogen, any hydrogen is the same. Hydrogen is hydrogen. So any hydrogen can actually give you a exact same health benefit. But what you don't want is the impurity, because some products use some machine that produce hydrogen in the water, and if there is a metal piece you contact into your water, then there is a chance that something that, other than hydrogen that you don't want can actually dissolve in the water. And that's the impurity that negate the purpose of the hydrogen consumption for your health benefit, because whatever the impurity is, that's not good for your health. So it negates the purpose. What you should really look for is the purity of the hydrogen products. Hydrogen water. You want a pure water with a pure hydrogen dissolved. That's it. Nothing else. And the second point that you should really look for is the amount of hydrogen you can actually consume with the hydrogenated water. In order to figure that out, what you might want to look for is the concentration rate of the hydrogen dissolved in the water. It's typically expressed by ppm, parts per million. That's the density of the hydrogen infused in the water. So denser the better. Higher the concentration, of course, is the better, because in the same amount of water volume, well, you can expect more hydrogen dissolves. But you also want to pay attention to the volume, because that's the rate of concentration, density of the hydrogen in specific amount of water, the volume of water you can drink, the volume of the hydrogenized water you drink count. So you have to figure out the weight of the hydrogenized gas you can consume with specific products. You have to know the volume, and then you have to know the concentration rate, and then you can figure out what amount of hydrogen you are going to consume, because the amount of hydrogen gas, because that's a great supplement for antioxidant that you cannot have enough fight against free radical oxidative stress. So you want at least certain amount of hydrogen consumption you want daily. You want to consume a certain amount of hydrogen, and then you want to make sure that your product provide that amount. So that's why it's important to look for concentration rate over the volume of the hydrogenized water. My purpose of making this video is really to share my knowledge and the information that I learned about hydrogen for health benefit. Because I strongly believe this can change America's health, global health, and ultimately universal health. Obviously, my intention is not to give you any medical advice. You have to consult your own doctor, and then you should do your own research. But a lot of people don't know about this or are misinformed about hydrogen medicine, hydrogen's health benefit to us. So that's why I want to share this information, just to spread this information and knowledge to as many health conscious people as possible, because I really believe this can change America's health, and I want to change America's health.